Hi everyone, Rory here, and today I got good news in the world of TNA Impact Wrestling. So, Impact Wrestling announces new UK TV deal with Spike TV. So, they're announced today that they're gonna be moving to Spike UK. They're gonna be showing Impact Wrestling, TNA pay-per-views, one night only, and TNA Explosion on that network. So that is good. That is the same deal they used to have with Challenge TV. And Norton said, since our acquisition of Impact Wrestling, growing the brand in the UK have been one of our most important initiatives. We are thrilled to be partnering with Spike UK to fill this important spot in their program schedule and look forward to rebuilding our presence in the UK market as one of the hottest wrestling scene in the world right now. We're looking forward to taking an active role in the market both on television and with live events. So probably they're gonna be having a UK tour this year. Hopefully after Slammiversary and after Summon. And the Spike executive say we're excited that Spike will be the new home of Impact Wrestling in the UK, and with Adam new leadership and founder Jeff Jarrett back, this is a washer moment for the franchise, which is a perfect fit for our Spike audience. That was something that I kind of talked about earlier this month that the Spike people were meeting with the TNA official, and apparently they were not talking about anything US related but something in the UK. The second piece of information, as you are watching in the video, the new Impact logo. This is something that I did not talk about with the original logo, the original Anthem logo, because I feel everybody was making the same either bogus criticism towards the logo. The logo didn't look good, but it wasn't like the worst thing possible. They only attacked the owl. They say, "Oh, what the owl have to do with wrestling?" You can make the same question for New Japan Pro Wrestling, who have a fucking lion, or Pro Wrestling Gorilla, who have a gorilla. What gorilla have to do with pro wrestling? This is dumb criticism in order to just attack TNA. But this one looks really good, and it follows the basic thing about good logos. 3 colors are only being shown: white, blue, and that kind of green, that global folders green, with which the conspiracy theories are running amok, because they say, hey, that is a sign that the TNA will merge with Global Force. That might be true, but I don't know. So they have a new logo. I like this one a lot better than the original one, because the original one, the font was not good at all. And the third piece of information is, and the controversial one, Bruce Prichard returns to Impact Wrestling. You might see my smile, because I am in favor of Bruce Prichard being on TNA Impact Wrestling, but there are people within the TNA circuit who do not like him. Even my man Andre Corbiel is not that much in favor of him, and that's good. We can disagree on things. That is part of a healthy dialogue. We don't have to agree with anything. We are not a cult around here. But he is back, and apparently he will not only be on behind the scenes, but also he will be appearing in front of the camera, and he was flying to Orlando. So that leads me to believe that either Gutcheck is back, he is gonna be some sort of GM or he's gonna be joining the commentary team. I don't see him being back to a manager, something along those parts. But I can truly see they reliving gutcheck and making it right this time around, because that is one of the baffling stuff about that time period when Bruce was around. Bruce was around, I think, 2013 all the way to, no, 2011 to 2013 on that part. He ended up having a heart attack in during a Slammiversary of that year, and he left after the whole Bound for Glory that was uh, Hardy versus Austin Aries. He was one of the men behind the push of James Storm, Bobby Roode, and Austin Aries towards the main event scene. Bruce Prichard, I won't be surprised that James Storm would be shown proficiently on the taping this time around, and probably he's gonna be ended up being number one contender, something along that part, because that is someone I think who is one of the persons they may have an eye on. And also, if you follow him on Instagram, he's doing diet, he's running all the time at the gym, he's looking a lot better, so that means probably a world title push. The second criticism we get about Bruce Prichard is that he's lazy. That might be true, because that was something people say when he was on WWE. And by the way, he have the podcast, the best podcast in the business, far none. Nobody's even close. No JR, none of those guys. The best podcast, wrestling podcast related right now, is the Bruce Prichard one, and he was talking about how he got fired from the WWE, and I think this is truly a must-listen podcast. And I don't plug things because I wanted to, but because they are good. And one of the things he said during that time frame was they accused him of being lazy. They accused him of him being a fucking drunk. He looks like a drunk, but I don't think he's that much of a drunk. Everybody likes to drink. And also, he is quite controversial. He apparently was moved to the side, given the elbow by management because of Stephanie McMahon. That is kind of why there might be, even to this day, some animosity. He might say, no, we're on good terms. Bullshit. That is bullshit. After 87 working with the company, gonna throw me under the table? No. But I hope he does well in TNA Impact Wrestling. He went up making a t-shirt yesterday. Look at this. I am higher. And by the way, I will also suggest to you to check out his podcast. He did like 6 hours on TNA Impact Wrestling, 2 episodes. And I would suggest to you to either listen to them as soon as possible or download them, because I don't think the higher ups at TNA Impact would be happy with the kind of talks he did at TNA Impact Wrestling, and the kind of stuff he exposed about the whole company. He talked about the whole Bobby Roode fiasco, everything. He let everything out. But this is all I have to say. I will see you tonight during the TNA Impact review. So until then, goodbye, and thanks for watching.